I think yesterday's game for the Seattle Mariners was probably, up to this point in the season, the most well-rounded, well-executed baseball game that they have played all year. And we have to start with an absolute laser beam from Luke Raleigh in right field to get this runner out at the plate for the final out in the third inning. It is a 2-0 game. This is a huge out right here. It's a base hit to right field, and this is perfectly executed all the way across the board. It's a perfect throw. Everyone's in position. They get the out at the plate. And when you look back at this angle, especially if you are a Mariners fan and been watching this team this year, we have not seen them execute a good throw into the plate like this outside of Julio, I think one time all year. Plays like this almost bring a tear to my eyes at this point because not only did he execute a perfect throw, but you've got the first baseman finally, Rowdy Tellez, in perfect position. He sells that there could be a cutoff. It forces that base runner to hesitate, but they get the out at the plate anyways. And I want to really focus on this aspect right here because this is improvement. This is something they were not doing all year up to this point. And I put it in slow motion. I want you to focus up on the top right corner of the screen here. Rowdy Tellez, this is the best sell of a cutoff I've seen in a long time, and it forces this runner going around first base to hesitate. And this is what I have been talking about all year. It's a perfect fake. The base runner stops and goes, and he thinks it could have been cut off, but it doesn't matter. They get the out at the plate. But one more time, watch this base runner. What a sell by Rowdy Tellez right here. Right there. That's all it takes. That's all it takes, man. It's so beautiful, and it's a perfect one hop right to Cal. Oh, my God. And now we finally have a put out from Ben Williamson at third base. This is his second MLB game ever. He made his MLB debut 2 days ago, and we finally, after all the struggle we have been seeing at third base, get a routine put out. Look at this throw. Oh my God, it's like hot butter on a skillet. I know it's a routine put out and I'm getting excited about it, but I've been waiting to see some good defense at third base for so long. Oh, Rowdy Tellez didn't even have to move his glove. Oh, it's beautiful. This was his highlight of this game, though. Same guy, Ben Williamson, third base. You got De La Cruz up at the plate. Really, really fast base runner. Any hit to the outfield could turn into extra bases. And he's in on the grass. And being at third base, playing in on the grass, having a ball hit 103 miles an hour right to him, it eats him up. But that's not what's so important about this play. This is another thing that we have not been seeing at third base, or really from a lot of guys in the infield. Sacrificing your body, putting a knee in the dirt, and being willing to take a shot to the body from 103 miles an hour in on the grass on the hot corner to keep that ball in the infield and not allow De La Cruz to get extra bases. Because if this gets by, I mean, it's easily a double, maybe even a triple with that guy running the bases. And I haven't seen a guy actually put his knee down in the dirt and be willing to just eat a shot like this all year. And the thing is, I get that technically it hits the ground, but make no mistake about it, that shit still hurts, dude. It's still 103 off the bat, but I've got a ton of confidence in Ben Williamson. He's had great at-bats so far as well. He's putting the ball in play. On top of that, we have a guy that's actually willing to sacrifice his body and is going to make plays at third base. I would like to see him up here. If he keeps this up, they could be an everyday third baseman. I really like what I'm seeing from him so far. And then how about our catcher, Cal Raleigh? Getting after it down the baseline right here. This is such a tough play because you think there's a chance it could go foul, and he picks it up last minute, hits him with the Magic Johnson. Little shovel pass, midair, had to make a quick decision. A little bit of a dangerous play too. I mean, I think 25, 30 years ago, this base runner might have just taken a free shot on him for getting in the base path here last second. So I'm happy the base runner, Hayes, I appreciate you getting out of the way and not playing some dirty baseball here because he's absolutely in the base path. So we got kind of lucky. But a play like this, you're in catcher's gear. You think there's a chance it could roll foul. If it can roll foul, you want to let it. So you have to make like a last second snap decision as the catcher. And for him to get like a little backhanded throw on this thing and make that play, Everybody's out here flashing the leather in this game. And you had good, consistent hitting with runners in scoring position. Just a well-rounded baseball game. But now I got to focus on something and issue a public apology and put it on the record that I was grossly wrong about something. Jorge Palanco, a switch hitter who has by far been the best hitter on the team this year so far. I have absolutely been one of the people in the crowd that has been saying, hey, just let him hit left-handed against left-handed pitching. But then watching this game and on the broadcast, they said that they interviewed him before this game about hitting lefty versus lefty. And Jorge Palanco, and this is really dumb, and I can't believe I didn't think of this before. He's been a switch hitter since he was 12 years old. And he said he has actually never even practiced against a left-handed breaking ball with him batting lefty unless it was against a pitching machine. This was actually his first time hitting lefty versus lefty and seeing breaking balls from that side of the plate since he was 12 years old. And it shows right here. This is 2-1 count. The first couple pitches weren't very competitive. He had a decent swing on an inside pitch that was a fastball, but these breaking balls right here is where you can really tell he can't hit lefty versus lefty. I was really wrong about this. I know it's just one at bat, but look at how grossly he's missing on these swings. It's not even close. He's like a foot and a half away. Here comes the next one. Same pitch. It's really, really bad. So I just want to make sure I state for the record. Hi, this is Game Face. I was absolutely dead wrong about Jorge Palanco hitting lefty versus lefty. I apologize. I'm really dumb for thinking he could have just walked in and did this. I don't know why I was under the assumption that he had experience doing this, but it makes sense. If you've been switch hitting since you were a kid, why would you ever decide to go lefty versus lefty? Like, I don't understand how I could have missed that. It makes sense. So yeah, absolutely wrong, dead wrong here. And also another reason why I don't like it is because if he is that bad, I think it can maybe even kind of kill his confidence with his other at-bats if he's just getting absolutely smoked by left-handed pitching. So I do think there's something to be said for just not letting your guy go up there and get undressed against left-handed pitching every once in a while. Probably doesn't help his confidence very much. And if you watch to this point, please subscribe. It helps me a ton. I can't thank you guys enough. I read every single comment as well. So leave a comment below. Thank you. And let's see if they get a win this morning.